Memphis, Tennessee logos again, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to clean up the frame now, what tools I'm going to use. This is going to kind of how I clean up the burring and all that, like the little dots and all that. I'm going to clean that up with this, and I'll turn it on real quick. You're not going to be able to hear me. The tool's going to be loud, so forgive me for that. And we're just going to see how it works. Oh yeah, that's cleaning up pretty nice. You can see right there. Let me get this one right here, see if you can see it. Yeah, well, it's gonna take a little bit. Okay, you see how it's kind of cleaning up a little bit right there? I just have to keep doing that until I get them pretty much cleaned up. I'm going to do that all the way around. Let me turn this tool off real quick. It's kind of loud. So I'm going to do that. It kind of got it a little bit. I might need a finer tip to get that little bitty burrs because it's kind of a big tool to put in there. So I might have to look around for some more. But I'm going to end up getting all this black stuff off like I said. I got some sandpaper because I'm going to end up, I got to polish this out like really good. So I got a few different sandpapers here. I got all the way up to 1500 grit. That'll be the finale one, and I'm gonna go to 320, 400, 600, 800, and then we'll see what happens. If I can get this to shine up, hopefully I can. The paint that I'm gonna use requires no primer, so I'm hoping that it turns out good. I've never seen this done on a bike. Haven't seen a whole lot of bikes that were done, so hopefully this paint will work, and we'll look at the paint when we get to that point. So this will be a process with no primer, so it's a little sketchy. I'm hoping rust don't come through after that, but that's why I'm doing so much prep work to make sure the frame is clean. So yeah, so we'll keep going and we'll get this frame cleaned up. That will be this process video, and then we might go into the paint, and then we'll keep continuing. All right, let's continue. All right, here we go. I cleaned it up with the Dremel tool a little bit. It just looks like this. Like I said, that's how I got it. So I cleaned up a lot of the burrs and polished a lot of this out. You can see where I polished quite a bit. And then I just cleaned up the frame a little bit. And now I'll clean up the seat post somewhat, you know, with that Dremel down in there, down in here, the insides. Got rid of those black lines that were in there. I might still have a little bit right in there, maybe, which I'll work on that. I'm gonna sand this whole thing now. Probably gonna start off with 320 and then move up to 4 and go on 6.8 and then 15, and I got some, I might have some 2000, I don't know, grid laying around, but I'm gonna go ahead and get gloves on now because this is where the messy part gets into. So we'll continue on. All right, here we go. I did just this side with 320 grit sandpaper. Polish it up. It's kind of good, but we're gonna keep going like up to the different levels of polish. That way we can get it super bright. I'm gonna show you the one side compared to the other. You can see right here where it's all right, but it's not there. And honestly, the entire bike's not there yet. But you can see the difference in the sides. If I, yeah, right there, that's a good view. From 400. And let's flip it around again. Show you the, yeah. Get out of the light. So we'll keep going. And keep going. I want to get all the way up to 1500 eventually. Alright, here we go. This is, the complete frame done now with 320 grit, and I believe it's 320, yeah, 320, and it turned out pretty nice. But we're gonna kick into the actual polishing now. I mean, it looks shiny now, but we want to get this as bright as we can because the paint we're going over this, I'm not gonna put primer because we need the aluminum or my bad, steel as shiny as it can get, so it will pop through the paint. So that might give it a hint. And I actually was a little bit nervous about the paint at first because I didn't see anybody do it, but now I've seen somebody that did it with parts, and they did do a whole frame, but they did the frame, but it had Bondo on it, so it automatically would have had primer and everything else. So this is going to be a little different than what they did. Their bike was badass, though, I will tell you that. But you know who it is if you've seen it. I don't want to give the paint away, so that's why I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. But we'll go to the next grid, which is going to be 400. After 400, we'll go up to, I want to say, let me see what I got. I got 600. After 600, we'll go to 8. Then after 8, we're going to go to probably 1500. So we're going to jump from 8 to 15. 15 is going to be like the final bam. And we'll see where it gets. I'd like to get it almost to a glass mirror finish, but there's a lot of imperfections in this frame, especially with the welds, you know, because I'm not going to Bondo and make that stuff smooth, which would be nice, but if I did Bondo or anything like that, then I won't be able to polish it. So I got to keep it like this. This is what I want to do. I want to try it, see if it works out. But let's continue on to the 400 grid now. Alright, this is the 320 that I sandpapered on there. I'm going to turn it around, and that will be the 400. So you can see the difference when I turn it around. And I mean, it's a little bit of a difference, but it's not a huge difference. You can see it's starting to gleam a little bit in the shine. But we're going to get it a lot better. Like I said, this is only 400 to, it went from 320 to 400. So it's only about, what, 70, maybe 80 grid difference between the two. Yeah, 80 grid difference. But yeah, okay, we'll continue on. We're gonna get the other side now with 400, and then after we do that, we'll do the, I think it's 600 next. Yeah, 600, and then 8, and continue on. All right, here we go. All right, here's 600 grid now on one side. It's looking a lot better now. And you can go like this. I'll turn it up a little sideways. You can see the glare now. You can almost, it's almost like a mirror now. But I still got to do the other side. So this was 600 and this was 4. You can tell the big difference between 4 and 6. Alright, I'm going to end up doing this other side on 6, and then we'll pick the video up again a little later. Alright, well, this is Tennessee Lolos. I hope everybody has a good evening, good night, good afternoon, good weekend, whatever day it is. And just hang in there and keep riding.